Hey, this is Joe Baginski. I'm here with another time-lapse drawing. This one I'm just calling Face Sampler number 1. I'll probably do more face samplers at some point. It's just like heads, just drawings of heads. I kind of was like away for a little bit. I was on vacation. So I guess this is sort of getting back into the swing of things. Not too much to this, just like a bunch of different heads. The two I have up now are not very fun, but I think they get a little bit more fun as it goes on. And in this, I'm just kind of trying to, I don't know, make as many different heads as I can that are different expressions and different sort of looks. So just like a fun exercise. I would like to get back into doing some good, like full pieces, because I feel like a lot of my recent ones have been like more like sketches or doodle types. And this one's sort of I'd put in the doodle category. I spent a lot of time on that the one girl's hair, but going forward, I want to do some, like more. Like detailed or like meaningful pieces. And like this is more of like a sketch doodle one, and a lot of the ones I've been doing are like sort of, doodly, which is fun. But I would like to do more, thoughtful pieces. At least the next couple ones going forward. So this is kind of just like it's like an exercise of doing like different faces, different face styles. It's fun, it's fun to do stuff like this. I've been having a thing where, like, since I came back from my vacation, it's like it's been hard for me to draw. I think I was just like out of it for a little bit. So I want to sort of to break down whatever it is that was blocking me, and get back to like more, I don't know, I feel like some of my earlier ones, I know like not a lot of people like like watch these or whatever, or listen to this, but I do kind of like, I had some like in the past that were, I feel like, more fleshed out. That's what I want to get back to. I guess that's the basic thing that I'm trying to say. So hopefully you like this one. It's fun to look at. It's fun to do stuff like this. But going forward, I want more good ones. So I don't know, but I think this is pretty much it. This is the final. I don't have any changes after this. I put it up. It's on archive.org. You can use this. Take any of the characters you want from it. There's be a PNG download. I put it in the public domain as always. So feel free to use any of these characters or do anything. They're not really characters. They're just sort of like doodles. But feel free to use any of these heads for anything. I'm also thinking about doing a regular YouTube channel that is not public domain stuff, is more like the things that I want to, the things that I want to make that are bigger, more drawn out works, like more elaborate works. So not just like physically more detailed drawings, but like with more story and more characters. So I'm thinking about doing one that's I'm doing a YouTube channel that's non public domain, and doing stuff there. If anyone hears this and has any interest in that, let me know what you think. If you want more insight into my public domain thing, I have the Pathways video, I think it's called, that I took a lot about in there. I do have political beliefs attached to public domain, and I think like if I'll restate them here as briefly as I can, or as like as concisely as I can. I think the goal is to get back to we're never going to repeal the laws that say like it's 100 years or whatever the time frame is. It's different for everything. It's the life of the author plus 100 years or plus 90 years or just 100 years in general. I don't think we're ever going to get rid of that. Maybe we will at some point, but I think the way to go forward is to have people that are willing to say, even if they make something that they're claiming copyright on, like a book or a movie or a comic or a game or whatever, they have it built in up front that it will be in the public domain in a shorter time frame than what is allowed by law, or sort of what the standard is by law. And I think the reason for that is to put pressure on the companies that sort of facilitate it to not try to hold on to things for so long, and to get to the next thing to make, the next new idea, and not sort of wring out every cent they possibly can from from an existing work, and then sort of get it back to the thing the Star Wars extended universe, like, is a good example. Before Disney bought it, it was sort of a thing I shouldn't say anyone, but there's a lot more freedom in what was official Star Wars lore or whatever. And I'm not like the biggest Star Wars guy. But I like that model better, where it's sort of like a consensus thing. Like if it's a good work and it fits in with the world, it's part of the EU, And then they got rid of that when Disney took over, which I still think is a real shame. But I think anything we can do to say this is not going to be this is not going to be copyright claimed forever. It's going to be in the public domain within your lifetime. So enjoy it while you can, or make money off of it while you can, but then let it be for the public to elaborate on, I guess. And then the other thing is like it would just be good to have a catalog of works that you don't have to pay for. When there's a lot of flaws with the copyright system, but when it was in the early days, the time periods were a lot shorter, which makes a lot more sense. It's too long, and it's like, I don't know, like eventually someday, Seinfeld or Frasier, which I really like, or like Third Rock from the Sun or something, it'll all be in the public domain anyways. There'll be an app or something where you just, I'll watch, this classic show, and it's just, there's no commercials. There's not going to be anything. It's because it's already established. It'll already be in the public domain. I want that to come quicker. So hopefully new things going forward will be able to enter the public domain much more quickly. And I think that starts by creators and like artists and even like actors. Like if it's a movie or show, like put in your contract that you want it to be in the public domain, or like you're not going to be a part of it if it's not in the public domain in a shorter time frame. I think that's the way to beat, the copyright giants, the Disneys and the who, Warner Brothers, I guess. I don't know. They're not doing too good, I don't think. But that's it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have a favorite character you like here. There'll be a link in the description to the archive.org page. You can download a PNG. Let me know what you think about any of this. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.